now with our series Scam You, and an urgent warning after a string of suspected thefts in New York. Police say criminals are using credit card skimming devices at Walmart checkout lines to try to steal your money. Eva Pilgrim is back with that. Hey, Eva.
Hey, Juju. Pretty much all of us use a credit card when checking out at the register, and thieves are now trying to cash in on that behavior, swiping your information as you swipe your card.
Police say you're watching a crime in real time. 3 suspects at a Walmart in Oswego, New York, are allegedly attaching one of these, a credit card skimmer, at a checkout. It takes them less than 30 seconds. The 3 allegedly skimming or tampering with point-of-sale terminals by illegally installing equipment like this to try to steal customers' data or PIN numbers. And not only at this location, but other Walmarts in the region too. Working in unison, authorities say they installed the skimmers, one on the lookout, in this case, shielding the register with her scarf, while another places the device over the top of the card machine.
You think that all your information is safe. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of victims involved in this incident. Multiple Walmart locations, multiple states, multiple counties. I mean, this could be astronomical.
Our Syracuse affiliate WSYR digging into this story from the start, finding cases of this crime happening at 16 different Walmarts in New York and Maine. Police are still actively looking for those 3 suspects. Walmart telling us providing customers with a safe shopping experience is a top priority, adding it is reviewing protocols and adding enhanced security measures to better protect in-store transactions. Experts say this kind of crime is usually very organized.
It's a
Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Marley Ginter.
And I'm Tony Lopez. Thieves now targeting you at the store instead of what's on the shelves. The latest incident at a Fair Oaks Trader Joe's. That's where we sent CBS 13's Madison Keevy getting answers and a warning tonight. Madison.
Yeah, Tony, the thieves come into this store and stores like it as any other shopper. They might grab a cart or a basket and fill it with even a few items as if they're headed to the checkout. But instead of stopping by to pay for things, they drop the basket and run out with something else.
I never even saw it happen. I never heard it happen. So they had to have been following me.
Caroline Hollingsworth was on a routine trip to the grocery store with a gift from her husband that she set in the cart that looked just like this. The unthinkable at the grocery store, becoming a target for a crime of opportunity that just so happened to be at this Fair Oaks Trader Joe's.
No, I never even saw it happen. I never heard it happen. So they had to have been following me.
It happened in seconds. Hollingsworth reached for an item on the shelf while thieves ran off with thousands between the cash, credit cards, and bag itself. This Sacramento shopper's warning, don't just stay alert.
I just maybe don't bring it at all.
Now that shopper and even some law.
All right, retail theft is another major challenge for the city. And earlier this week, robbers hit the Gucci store in Union Square, getting away with luxury goods. It's become such a problem for Safeway. The chain has added new security measures at stores around the Bay Area. And Don Lynn shows us the changes designed to slow down shoplifters.
You have a good day.
You
Thank
as
you.
well. Have a nice day.
It's almost like the Bart Fairgate. Scan a receipt, the 2 glass doors slide open. Safeway shopper Peter Thurston noticed the new device earlier this week.
It's a new system that they're trying out. Time will tell if they're going to be successful or not.
Peter lives near the Webster Street store and shops here twice a week.
It's convenient. I have everything I want. You know, I don't have to go too far.
He and other regulars tell me theft is rampant.
Every day.
You see them?
Yeah, you see it. You just, mind your own business.
At least 2 San Francisco Safeway stores have the sliding gate, including the Mission Street store in the Excelsior district.
Oh, it's the best. It's going to cut down the crime. I guarantee it cuts down the crime.
The more they shoplift, the more we have to pay for the products.
Some shoppers even worry about store closures due to high theft. That's why many seem to support it, despite the early glitches. We noticed people with a lot of products in their hands were struggling to scan the receipt. A clerk had to help. People who don't have a receipt will need a worker to open the gates to exit.
What do you think about the system? I had to do it a couple times, but it's candid.
A Safeway spokeswoman wrote in a statement, recent changes were made at select Safeway stores in the Bay Area, given the increasing amount of theft. Those updates include operational changes to the front end of the stores to deter shoplifting.
If you get the wrong individual, they're just going to kick right through it.
Shoppers say thieves can also jump over since the gates are about 3 feet high. Safeway has tried many security measures in recent years. Metal gates to prevent people from leaving through closed registers and long poles attached to carts so people can't run out with a cart full of products.
It's something new, so we have to get used to it.
Now, I asked the Safeway spokesperson to share early results if those sliding gates are slowing down theft and how many Bay Area stores will be hit with that. So far, no response.
San Francisco DA Brooke Jenkins just
Nothing sweet about a suburban woman's experience with a gift card on the Mag Mile. The vanilla Visa card wouldn't work, even though she had just bought it with cash.
The card issuer wouldn't help her, so she turned to us. CBS 2's Lauren Victory has this cautionary tale.
$135 is a lot of money to me, and I wasn't going to just walk away from it.
Gwen Thompson headed downtown for a fun shopping day. One merchant would not accept cash, so she went to this Walgreens to buy a vanilla Visa card. She plunked down $135 plus $5.95 for a fee, but the card would not work.
It was declined for insufficient funds.
Declined on June 7th, and the Tinley Park woman just got the card to work this week, but it wasn't easy and took the help of a TV station.
I called the 1-800 number and waited online for about 2 hours, and then the call was disconnected.
Gwen even sent a screen grab. That's more than 90 minutes into a call. Listen to how she passed the marathon on hold time.
So I just turned on a really good movie. I think I put on like Shawshank Redemption. And I just said I'm going to need, to be entertained for a while.
2 life sentences.
While the good guy escapes prison at the end of the classic movie, Gwen's gift card hell continued.
I wasn't prepared to just be out on my money.
Gwen sent email after email, 6 in all. Check out the subject line. All ignored.
And I just remember you guys. I said I'm going to get in touch with you guys.
A few days later, a resolution. Sort of. Gwen got her money, but no explanation and no way to follow up. The fraud department wrote her from a customer-unfriendly, do not reply email box.
I went to Channel 2 for help.
Gwen is definitely not alone. We found nearly 1,500 complaints on the Better Business Bureau website in the past 3 years, and another 2,000 for Vanilla's parent company. Many gripes, like Gwen's, are about the inability to use a purchased card. Other consumer sites give the company an average rating of just above 1 out of 5. That's why Gwen wanted to spread the word instead of suffering in silence.
That madness has to go into some kind of action, and that's what I did.
You can
All right, Shalom. I like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Now, as you can see there, the videos that I show, right, the news feeds, everything is going digital, right? They are going digital with everything, and you ought to be living under a rock with Patrick to not to see these things, okay? Because all these things are happening right now. This is the gradualism that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right, who are also the top banking families. These are the things that they are pushing. They are pushing this whole narrative. Gradualism they are pushing. in order to push their agenda. That's CHIP, right? In your hand or in your forehead. This is the MOTB that we've been speaking about for the longest while. So far Sweden have it, so far China has it, and right now they're trying to distribute it all over the world. By doing what? By bringing up a problem, waiting to see an action, how the people will respond, and then coming up with a solution. This is how Esau Edom does his works, right? So we will go into some scriptures, and then I have a few more videos to show and close it off. 2 Thessalonians 2:9. It reads, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs of lying wonders." And this CHIP is something with lying wonders. The one in your brain is also lying wonders. Talking about you could heal the blind, you could heal the person who can't walk anymore. These are the things that they are coming up with. These are the things that they are deceiving the whole entire earth with. Because that man is a liar. All he do is lie. That's all he knows. Right? The so-called white man. And when you go back to this one here.
All right, retail theft is another major challenge for the city. And earlier this week, robbers hit the Gucci store.
The two glass doors slide open. Safeway shopper Peter Thurston noticed
The chain has added new security measures at stores around the Bay Area. And Don Lynn shows us the changes designed to slow down shoplifters.
And they call this to slow down shoplifters, right? Where you see in here, right? Where you see in here that they're using this paper to scan with, to basically scan to get in and to get out, right? And this whole system they're using here is gradualism, right? In order to bring across that CHIP. Because what the fella say, he did like it. He don't mind. They brought across all these different how to say it, robberies and so forth, where people can't be able to, where people shoplifting, people robbing the other person, where it is people running out of the store and picking up the stuff and running out the store. Now you have to remember, Esau Edom is a liar, right? And he does things in different ways. As I say, he will come with a problem, and then he will look at the action of how everybody basically responds to it, and then he will come with a solution. And this is part of his solution, just to show, but this is also the gradualism, right? In order to work people into this way of thinking and this normalcy, this new normal, they just want to call it, right? Because what they're trying to basically do, let me get it here, this is what they're trying to aim at. Select here.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet. When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
So I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly. First blip my chip, and it will log me in. And from there, I get access to the fridge.
Microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards, which have made
Oh, you hear that? And what we saw in the news feed, Salaki, let me just come back here. What we saw in the news feed with the lady
Nothing
here.
sweet about a suburban woman's experience with a gift card on the Mag Mile. The vanilla Visa card wouldn't work. Even
Right? So her Visa card cannot be able to work. Now she used a system where it is you have to basically put in a certain amount of money into the machine and it will give you a card. Right? Because why? A lot of places right now they're not taking cash anymore. So this whole cashless system that they come in with, this gradualism that they're using, right, is in order to implement the whole plan, which is that CHIP, that MOTB, right? So this is their plan. This is their plan because they know they can't just come out outright and just say it just so, because they know people will rebel. All right, because it have a video. Man, what is his name, boy? Abraham Finkelstein, and he spoke, and he had an interview with someone else who was interviewing him, and he spoke about it. He said that he said it with his own mouth. He say we don't just charge in like a bulldozer, right, to scare the people. You just have to gradually move in. The man said that with his own mouth, and he's a small hatter, right? A ish man, right? These are the kind of devils that we are dealing with. And the whole agenda is to turn to this system, right?
And from there, I get access to the fridge.
Microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards, which if
Right? So that will just tell you a lot. If it's doing the same thing like a credit card, they're doing the same thing like your new debit card that have the CHIP on it, right? That put it in your hand, where it is all you have to do is scan. Which is the MOTB, which you're not supposed to be taking.
made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden. No cash. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already
You hear that? It may be our future. So let's see.
reality. May be our future. Is complete. Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality.
All right. Let's go back here. The book of Revelation. (12 and 12). It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has a short time." Right? And this devil know what he's doing. This devil knows exactly what he's doing. This gradualism whole thing that he's using. Because you could pay attention to the last time when we had the from 2020, when we had the whole pandemic, right? And then he had everybody taking these waters in your arm, and you also had these devices that in the front of in the entrance of every grocery store, every store, that anywhere you go, you had to put up your hand and scan your hand for your temperature. You can scan your hand or you can scan your forehead. Right? And that is just using gradualism in order to be prepared for this whole thing here. Right? That is what that whole thing was. Gradualism just for this. You can see your keys, your ID, and also what they show here. Your keys, your ID, and your money, right? You put in everything on one. And what they show in the news, people getting scammed and this kind of stuff. So they, as I say, they come with a problem, right? Then they look at the action, then they come with a solution. To then tell you, well, you know, this is the solution to solve that problem. Which they creating the problems, right? They're creating the problems by also making people lose their job, right? Closing down places, all these different things they're doing. They're hitting Jake, especially, which part it hurt, right? Just in order to push their agenda. Now we will go to Revelation 13 and 16. It reads, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, for the number of his name," right? And this is for the this here is just showing you the stuff that I just showed just now, right? These are the stuff that you're seeing taking place. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right? Because we as the men of the Lord, we don't take part of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his devices. We don't have time to study he nonsense, right? Because the Lord called us out of this world, out of this way of thinking, right? In order to come into this truth that we in, that we be preaching, to warn you all, to let you all know what is coming. Let you all know this is the MOTB that you're not supposed to take, right? But yet still, Israel will not hearken on to this voice, right? This is 2 Corinthians. The 2 Corinthians 2:11. It reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," right? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, the so-called white man, right? All his different ways, all the different things that he come out here with to try to deceive Jake, right? Let me see here. I have a next scripture here. This is Micah 2:1. It reads, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." Right? And who hand it is? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24. Right? Esau Edom is the one who have this power right now. But which is he also going to lose his power? Because as it says in 2 Ezra 6:9, let me get that real quick. 2 Ezra 6:9, it says, "For Esau," which is the so-called white man, the small hatters, and the top banking families, "for Esau is the end of the world," which is the end of an age, right? It's not that literally the earth going and blow up or anything like that. It's just an end of an age, right? "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob," which is Israel, right? Which is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, right? So as soon Esau, Edom, kingdom fall, which is Jacob, which is Israel, that kingdom is going to stand, Lord willing, right? Through the spirit of power of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai, right? That's when Yahushai come back on the earth with his angels. You know, them chariots out there that look like so, that everybody is ignorant because UFOs or URPs, right? That is the Lord angels. Take it however you could take it, right? You might tell yourself, oh, we sung him mad, you're stripping, you're shaking your head. But trust me, those are the Lord's angels, right? So let's get back into our video here, and I'm gonna close it off.
I kid y'all not. I am with somebody right now that has a literal chip. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I am with somebody right now that has a literal chip in their hand. I know y'all think I'm capping. Watch it. Wait, is this a real chip? Where is the chip at?
So this is an RFID chip that I got implanted in my hand like 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness! Do you not understand? This is like Antichrist stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You see what she do there? So the man says this is not Antichrist stuff, but look at her reaction.
Do you not understand? This is like Antichrist stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, ooh, you know, now let him come and get me. But, while you're playing with fire.
What can you do with it?
You can open doors. You can unlock your cell phone. You can put your credit card information on here and like swipe it over stuff, and you can scare people like Bryson. Yeah.
I'm scared for her, not of her.
Anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to read over this part here. The second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Shalom Israel. Don't take that MOTB.